Hey guys, welcome back. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Nice Monday for the SPY, and the overall market ripped up quite a bit. A long-term account at this point not moving too much just with the SPY because it's my options got exercised, and so I sold my shares, my covered calls. But yeah, I checked out Sunrun today. Wondering what you guys think about this for the long term. I like it. It's one of the solar panel companies that's they've done really well. They've got a lot of momentum behind them. There's only about, 5 maybe major ones to invest in. This one I like just because it's had a bunch of pullback the last couple days. So yeah, that's a big bonus for me. And then it has a lot of momentum. And then there's places around the country that are requiring you to have solar panels. I think California is definitely one of them, where all new homes have to be built with solar panels. I don't think they're requiring people yet to have to install them, but I think on new constructions. So basically, I like the energy space a lot. I like solar panels. Clearly, I want to buy a solar panel yacht, build one, whatever. And it's about time I invest, and I think this is a good one. There's no yield or anything. It's somewhat new. It's have a crazy run up already, so it seems like it's way oversold, or overbought. But I don't know. This one might be good. They just merged with Vivint. Let's see. Look on the hourly chart here on Webull. Yeah, it's had quite a sell-off the last couple days. And then on the daily chart, it's 47 on the RSI, so that's good. Below 50. It might keep selling off. I didn't buy shares today just because I just saw this as a bear flag, so I just left it. But next couple days, I'll keep an eye on it. If I think it's found a bottom, I might buy shares. I might sell a put. We'll see. $63, so I'll probably just start buying some shares. I don't really want to own 100 shares this yet. Too much capital for me. But yeah, this is something I'm kind of interested in. And their news was what I don't quite understand, actually, because I did look into it, is they acquired, where is it? I think they merged or they bought Vivint. I don't even see it on here now. But that seems like that was the catalyst for it dropping. Unless there was some other news that I missed. But yeah, so I'll probably be adding that to the long term. I've got it on my watch list now, and that's another good growth one for me. And then today, our Levi did good. Tesla went up. Then I bought 200 shares of Solo, which is an electric car company, a small electric car company out of the UK, which actually I think they're being built or owned by a Chinese company now. They had a pretty big run up today, and I started looking into it, and I liked it. So I bought 100 shares, and I averaged down and bought another 100, and I thought that it'd probably keep running. So I didn't sell any covered calls, but it keeps running like I think, then yeah, maybe tomorrow or the next day, if it goes crazy, we'll sell some calls with premium. And it's a small investment, so just something to kind of dip into one of these crazy volatile new EV stocks. This is a little 3-wheeled electric vehicle, just like pretty much a little city commuter. Seats one person, maximum range of 100 miles, 80 miles an hour, top speed. It's just basically a tiny little commuter. So with COVID now and public transit being less appealing, that was kind of my idea behind this one. And that's also kind of brings me to Uber and why I'm not going to buy back into Uber for the long term. Even though I like it, I think with Tesla and then these other Chinese companies with their self-driving vehicles and robo-taxiing, all this different stuff, as well as people maybe not wanting to ride share as much anymore. I don't know. I feel like there still will be people ride sharing for sure, and it might go back to the way it was before, close, but I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of competition with Uber. If the robo-taxi thing starts to take off, the margins are going to be insane. And I know Uber is talking about getting their own self-driving vehicles, and they're working on that too. So I don't know. I'm slowing down on thinking about Uber in the long term. And if you look at, if you look at Uber for just since it IPO'd it, it hasn't been very good. Anyways, it's trending down. So even though this is a very, I don't know, I used to, yeah. Anyways, Uber's cool, but I think what's held them up the last year has just been Uber Eats pretty much, and then the Grubhub talk and basically delivering food, which is cool, and they can expand into that. But the ride sharing thing, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. If Uber gets really cheap and the robo-taxi thing doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, then maybe. But it's like a lot of the companies I like are all in Tesla. I like the energy part of it, the solar panels, the battery storage, the robo-taxi, and then the electric vehicles and motorsport. And yikes, I could be 100% Tesla. It's crazy. Okay. But yeah, not much happened actually today on our long term. Pretty flat. $22 up, which is crazy when you have this amount and this many plays and this many stocks that you could actually have a day where you just are pretty much flat. Discovered Call and Levi's, of course, lost value since Levi's gone up. This will probably be exercised by Friday. I did some credit spreads. I sold a put on Space because I like Space for long-term / wheel / long-term growth. But Space sold off today, the last couple days actually. And so I thought I'd have a little premium on here. So at $19.50 is where I sold the covered call, or sold the cash secured put. Cash secured. Yeah, so it's had 2 days of selling off. And it's at an oversold on the RSI on the hourly chart. So it might have found a bottom, but I don't see any support yet really. $19.50, I'll be happy to have it there. That's kind of it could go way below that for sure, but that's a pretty good support in this area. So yeah, sold that, and then I did a DraftKings credit spread today. I did it early. Should have waited. I just got excited this morning. It was Monday. I was like, the weekend's over. I get a trade. Sweet. DraftKings is going up. Actually, no. Yeah, this one I'm still bullish on. I think this is the bottom for DraftKings. All these big wicks and small bodied candles kind of convinced me, and then of course these big green candles in the extended hours, and then when it opened I had this big green candle, and in this area is where I sold the credit spread. So I should have waited, I guess. I thought it might go crazy though, because we've seen DraftKings go up 20% in a day. So given it needs to probably consolidate for a couple days first. So, but I did a credit spread. It's kind of an aggressive one. Didn't spend a whole lot on it, but it's for 48.47, so it needs to basically stay above 48, which is right here, by Friday. So we'll see how this goes. I might average down on this or roll it. We'll see what happens. And Domino's Pizza. This one, this may be a bad idea. I thought it found a bottom. Yeah, right. I bought this one too early too. I should have waited. But yeah, I think somewhere, probably when it was doing, yeah. No, actually it wasn't then. It was earlier on. It was somewhere in here. Yeah, it was like right early on. Once I saw it break the high of the after hours, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a bottom for sure. And then having this run up at the end of trading yesterday, I thought this was pretty bullish, and so I looked at it and I'm like, all right, I think there's a bottom. And then it ended up just like flattening out today. But this still might be a good bottom and a good bullish reversal, because these long candlesticks, or these long wicks rather, can show a sign of a reversal. The MACD is crossed over here, as you can see, and it opened high today and closed higher, so it's gone up a little bit, but it's a little scary because it seems like it could be a big bear flag maybe, but I don't know. I think it'll start trending up now. But this one, if it seems like it's gonna trend up, I might average up, average down on it, depending on where it's at. Yeah, see, it kind of held its premium. Kind of went up and down throughout the day. At one point it was negative, and then it was positive, and then the DraftKings was actually, most of the day we were up on it, and then it was like, wait, DraftKings has a crazy run. So I could have gotten more premium on this if I waited. I kind of actually averaged down on this throughout the day. I added 2 contracts to collect more credit, this one. So These both expire worthless at the end of the week. It'll be, I think, 400 bucks, 500 bucks. So that would be nice, but I might close them out before then. We'll see what the sentiment is like. That's basically it. I've started building these lists on Robinhood. So kind of my two wheel strategy are Space and Kodak. Space kind of / long-term, Kodak not necessarily, just more for the wheel because the premium. So basically if it has a big red day like today, which I should have done it. Oh no, I don't think it's done though. Not finished. Let's see. Yeah, so this is kind of a bear flag to me. I think it'll probably keep selling off, probably get back down to this range. So maybe if it's down here tomorrow around the $9, I'll sell a put for $8.50 or $8 or whatever that expires this week. Like that premium, if it goes down, I'll have the shares. If it doesn't, then we'll just keep the premium. So yeah, that's why I didn't sell any puts on it today, I think, because it'll go lower in the next couple days. And then I will sell premiums on it. Space, however, I did sell a put on it. And maybe I'm too early on it. I don't know. I don't know why I did that actually. I got too excited. Yeah, well, it is oversold here, so we'll see. It'll probably sell off more though. You know what I did? I think I did it right about here. Thinking, oh, it's gonna start just finding a bottom. And it sold off at the end of the day. I don't know. That one maybe is a little early. But I've got till the end of the week and 19.5. Again, that's not too bad. Even if it sells off, it might go below that, but it might not. Those are two puts that I sold. And we still have capital because we got exercise on so many different things. What was it? Can't remember now. Our space shares got exercised, so we sold those. Our GM shares got exercised, sold those. So we basically freed up a lot of capital, which is good. Now I have some capital to do credit spreads and wait for these different long-term shares to come down in value, and then we will buy into them. So then I've got a growth one down here. It's kind of what I have for growth. I'm changing it, modifying it, adding. It's kind of a rough draft here. I kind of want to put Train in here also, the other HVAC company. And then Run. Yeah, Run I like. I like it especially because it's selling off hard right now. Then for dividend, Verizon, Honeywell. I've got a couple in here I haven't talked about, but yeah, that's the dividend one. Yeah, and then our Webull account. Can't do too many. I bought shares of DraftKings and Domino's Pizza. Just trying to do a little swing trade on these. Our E-Trade account, not doing so hot. So I need to get this thing back up to $2,000 to be able to do spreads on it. So I maybe got a little desperate with it. I don't know, but I bought some shares of Domino's in this one too, and some calls. So we'll see on that. And then I've got all these bearish plays. Oh, I've got DraftKings calls in here too. I'm bearish on Delta. Oh, I bought a CCL put also in here on that news that they're canceling their November cruises. Oh, I don't know. I should give it some time, I think. Man, talk about time. Remember that Peloton call we had on here? I think it would have expired at this point, but it would have been so deep in the money. It would have been $800-900 easy. I bought it. Let's see, right about back here. It was this day. I bought it. For like a 120 call, or I think end of the week or 2 weeks. I think right about here we sold it. It had this run up, and I was like, okay, this was the reversal I thought. It's found a top. Oversold in RSI, MACD. Yeah, sold it here. And then I actually bought puts on it, I think, right here. Or maybe I bought the puts here. I can't remember, but yeah, then it does this and it keeps going. So Peloton's going crazy. I'd like to average down on my puts, but I don't want to have more exposure on this play at all. So, and I don't know when it's going to stop. I mean, it should, I think, any day now. But who knows? And then pins is kind of just flattened out. It's consolidating, so it might start having a run back up again. It hasn't really reversed. It's just been consolidating. So this is kind of a consolidation phase, then it'll probably keep running. Unless, I don't know, unless there's bad news, but even bad stimulus news, like that probably won't affect Pinterest or Peloton too much. So that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to sub up, like up, comment down, make your money happy money, so to stick around. Pretty uneventful today, but just doing a couple credit spreads here, trying to get that E-Trade account back up to 2 grand. And then Webull, yeah, you can't do credit spreads on there, so I'm gonna save the Webull account for just naked calls, naked puts, and probably swing trading shares. And then I'll do E-Trade and Robinhood for the credit spreads, and then the Robinhood, I kind of want to get out of the Robinhood on credit spreads. I kind of just want this to be shares, and then selling covered calls and selling puts. Because the credit spreads do add some risk, and I want this to be more of a savings account that just doesn't really have risk. And selling puts, there's not as much risk as buying a share, honestly, if you sell a put. Buy 100 shares of stock, it's safer to sell a put. So yeah, we'll see. I might only have 1 account to do the credit spreads. I talked to them and they said they're going to have it this year sometime, so who knows. They said that like a year ago. All right, guys, see you next time. Later.